Hi, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024. And I don't know where you are in the world, but here in Central Florida, the weather has been atrocious. We're under tornado warnings and it's pouring and it's awful. So I'm happy to be in my nice, cozy office. And let's do some readings. Hey, Trey, how are you tonight? Glad you could make it. Yeah, that it's we haven't had any tornadoes, but Alexa keeps telling us that we're going to. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we're in a concrete block house, so I feel pretty safe. Thank you. Okay, so you're looking for a general reading tonight. And thank you for the kind words that you said the other night at Christiana's uh, gathering. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see what the cards want to say to Trey. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. If you're not having a great day, you're about to. So the Ace of Cups is new loves, new emotions, new ways of expressing love, of receiving love. And the Four of Wands is there's a party going on right here, or there will be. Are you having a great day today, or is this more about tomorrow? And then the Queen of Cups that basically says that you are in control of this, that you own your feelings, and that you are open to emotions. You met up with your female friend today who's a Cancer. So totally on point. Very good day today. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. I love that. But this looks like it was an especially lovely day. So are they the Queen of Cups? She's very Queen of Cups. Oh, that's so lovely. That's great. Okay, so further, it says to not shy away from tradition and to be careful with your resources. Make sure you're not spending them willy-nilly. This card might be for me today. But I'm very glad that you're having a great day, that you had such a nice time with your friends. That's great. That's really good to hear. So I'm glad that that was a good day for you. Is there anything else you're looking at? Is there something in particular that you're looking for insight on? You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Trace asks, does my grandma have any sort of message for me? Why did she come to me? Okay, I'm assuming your grandma has passed on. And does she have any sort of message for you? Okay, so we've got the Seven of Swords, which is, coming away with what you've got going on to not, that you gain something from an experience or from a meeting. But be careful that you didn't offend anyone on the way out, right? The Page of Swords, which is, learning about how to rein in your thoughts, how to maybe express them in a way that isn't so prickly. And then the Two of Wands, I would say that Grandma is telling you that you should watch for what's coming your way. You should be careful with your words as to not hurt anyone's feelings, and to I think that's we've got the Eight of Swords. Okay, so is something bothering you that maybe grandma might see. We've got the 8 of Swords. So there's a whole lot of swords here, the 7, the Page, and the 8. And the 8 of Swords is kind of in bondage, but not that tight, right? Like, is this of our own making, or is this something that we can easily free ourselves from? That's what I would think about. Let me know if that resonates. Hi, Pop Girl. How are you? Certified Princess. Love your name. May I ask what is coming towards me in love? Oh, Trey said her daughter's going through alcoholism and is living with us, so I feel it has to do with that. That's very possible. A prickly situation, and being careful what your words and your thoughts contribute to that situation. You're very welcome. Good luck. Okay, Certified Princess. May I ask what is coming towards me in love? Have a good day to you too, Trey. What is coming towards Certified Princess in regards to love? Okay, we've got the 3 of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so 3 of Wands. Could this be someone you already know, or someone that's already in your sphere of influence? The King of Cups is someone, not necessarily a man, but someone who is mature in their expression of love. And Wheel of Fortune is what, everything has a season. So I'm going to assume that you're actively pursuing a relationship or open to a relationship. You're single. Okay. So, okay. So the 3 of Cups, which is a celebration of love, of maybe sisterhood, maybe friendship. The 7 of Cups, whatever you wish for, you have the ability to manifest that, right? It's all there for you. And the King of Pentacles. Is there someone, are you looking for someone who's more mature, who's able to handle their own shit, rather than someone who might be a little less mature? Let me know where you're headed with that. Maybe I can get deeper into that. I love that name, Certified Princess. And there is a fly in my office. You're hoping for someone that is mature. Well, that looks like there's someone on the horizon. From that card, I get the feeling that you've kind of had it with the people that aren't so mature, and that you're looking for a little more stability. Okay, and here's the King of Wands, who is mastery of his passion, of his emotion, of his... maybe it's someone who is an artist or a musician or even a chef. Just someone who's very in touch with their creative side, also mature. And then we have the Hanged Man, which... are you stopping in some way the energy from coming in, that you be careful that what you say you want is really what you want, that you're not kind of holding yourself. Like, sometimes people say that they want a relationship with this kind of person and that kind of thing. And sometimes it's more that that's what they think they should want. And this is speaking to honor what it is that you want, and don't worry about the things that you're supposed to want. We have the Death card. That's, something's got to change. in order for this to come through for you, right? But it's going to come through. So if you're looking for a new relationship, I say keep looking. I say pay attention to what it is that you actually want as opposed to what you think you're supposed to want, and that it's coming. That you should probably clear your house spiritually or emotionally or however you want to look at that, and that you're going to have a satisfying experience and shine. Bask in the sunshine while you're waiting for this to happen. Continue to enjoy yourself. Continue to work on yourself. Does that make sense to you? You're very welcome. I hope everything works out for you and that Mr. or Ms. Right shows up very quickly. But you got this. Hey, Pop Girl, what are we looking at today? Anything in particular? And if you're here and you like what we're doing, please like the video, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified when I go live. I do it every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Thinking about adding a couple of other things to our gatherings. Not really sure what yet, but I'm percolating on it. So I'm glad you're good, Pop Girl. I feel like we're old friends at this point. Is there anything you're looking for guidance on? Is there something in particular that you're thinking about? Just looking for a general, what the universe wants you to know kind of thing? All right, let's start with general. There's that Seven of Swords again. So, everybody, make sure that what you're taking away from a situation is yours to take, that you're not in any way leaving a prickly situation in a way that you don't have to leave it. Okay, Pop Girl, what is Jay feeling about me? What is he saying about me to people, if he even is? Okay, so let's read that. Okay, let's read this before I open my mouth. Okay, what is Jay feeling about you? I can't make this up. Is there a situation where somebody's got a bad taste being left in their mouth? Is somebody getting hurt from this transaction, from this situation? This Seven of Swords keeps popping up. Oh, you enjoy me and my channel. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for coming by. And we've got the Page of Swords. This is really kind of a prickly night. We've got a lot of swords, but okay. Learning about our ideas, our thoughts, learning how to express them in a way that is good for everybody involved. You haven't talked with Jay in a long while. We've got this, okay, some people call this the wedding card. But if you haven't spoken to Jay, there's a lot of swords here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the fact of the matter is you can get what it is that you want. The question is, should you want it? Is this something that you want because you can't have it? Or you don't think you can have it? Or is it, okay. I'm just going to start over because this is going off the rails. Okay, so you're having lots of messages of him coming back in. Messages from him or from the universe or... Okay, so I would say that's really, really possible that, okay, we've got the Knight of Cups. So, this is the guy who loves love, right? He's not moving so fast. He's kind of taking his time and making sure he's on the path that he needs to be on. And then we have Temperance, which is, making the sum. Okay, so this card's about alchemy, right? So the things being greater than the sum of their parts, if that makes sense, that to create, okay, let's look at it as one cup being you, one cup being Jay, right? That it's important to pay attention to how you work together, to what you're going to do with it when you create it, because it's magic, right? And then we've got the Ten of Cups, which is, happy, joy, yay, house, yay, family. I think it's very possible, but is there something holding you back? Now we've got the Knight of Swords, which another knight, but this one is in a hurry. This one's gung-ho, let's get it done. Hi-ho silver, whatever you want to. And the King of Swords, which speaks to being able to express yourself, being able to be mature about the expression of your emotions. So I think it can go either way. I think, what do you want? What do they want? Don't take the blindfold off. Make sure that you know what it is that you're getting into, that you know what it is that you both want. But then we've got the Ace of Cups, which is, love, emotion, new ways of expressing love, right? I don't know, Pop Girl. I think it's up to you, but you got to balance. There has to be balance. And you know what? We've got the Two of Pentacles. We had the Two of Swords. We have the Two Knights. And we have Temperance, which is blending two things together to make something that's greater than the two things that you started with. Like 1 and 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 and 1 equals more than that. Okay, definitely a lot to speak about when we reconnect. I agree 100% that there's some stuff that you need to work through. But if everybody's mature about it and everybody does what they're supposed to do. Okay, Pop Girl says, I've been emotionally unstable in the past, unable to express myself, but clarity and pure self-expression was what was lacking. Okay, so that tracks, right? So if you work on the maturity, hey Gina, I'll get right with you. Welcome. So if you're working on the maturity, if you're working on the balance, if you're working, and Jay is too, because it's not a vacuum, right? Everybody has to do their part. But I think it's very possible. I think that you know that you're very powerful and that you can will whatever you want into being. Just make sure you're real careful about being clear about what it is you want. I've honestly never been great at telling people how I feel about them. He also had a lot of maturing. Okay, so that happens a lot. We come together with someone when we're young, when we don't have the maturity, when we don't have the emotional intelligence. and you got to separate. And then sometimes people find their way back to each other. And it's very possible that you met too early, um, and that there's a chance. I think that it's a real possibility. So, right in victory, right? So that's what I think. Let me know if that resonates. Okay, Gina, how does Josh feel about me? Will we get closer romantically? Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, which speaks to me that somebody's been hurt. Someone has been through it, right? But they're still willing. I don't know if it's you or Josh, but one of you is still willing to try this, even though there's injury, there's burden, there's hurt, that they're still standing, right? And then we have the Knight of Swords, which rushes into everything, right? And then the Wheel of Fortune, that everything has its season. So, Gina, I think that someone here has been hurt, but they're still willing to give it a try. That there is an urgency about it that maybe doesn't need to be so urgent, and that everything has a season. So, your coworkers, okay, so the first thing you have to do is make sure that it's not going to screw up your job, unless you have another job lined up, and then who cares? But I would say that somebody's been hurt, but wants to move forward maybe a little too quickly, and kind of let this season kind of work itself out. Does that make sense? You've been pushing him away because it's work? I don't know. Think about that. Let me know. In the meantime, hi, Miss C. Let me know if you have a question or just want a general reading. And creative arts. Can you get a reading, please? Absolutely. You feel like you like someone else too, Gina. Hang on. Let's get around. Let's go back to that in a minute. Okay, creative arts. We've got a lot of swords tonight. Okay, the Eight of Swords. Something's holding you back from something that you want, but it's not really holding you back, is it? It's something either in your head or a belief system that you don't think that you should move forward with this. But this, I don't even want to call it bondage, although that's usually what I call it, but it doesn't feel like bondage here. It just feels like something's holding you back. And I don't know if it should be holding you back or it shouldn't, because the Six of Swords says that the worst is over. We're moving away from this situation and moving into something better. And then the Ten of Pentacles, happy family, inheritance, comfortability. Okay, so Miss C, does Mimi think Thea and I are close? Am I understanding that? Okay, Gina, if you feel like you like someone else too, that's definitely a thorn, right? You don't want to get hurt. Well, that speaks to the here he is again. So you don't want to get hurt. You've been hurt. You've been here before. I think proceed cautiously. That don't, that whole rushing into it, kind of ease that back a little bit. Right? Oh, Okay, does Meme think Theory and I are close? Does Mimi think? Okay. Does someone think that you and Theory are close? Yep. Okay, we've got 2 2s. So, yeah. The 2 of Wands, which he's looking out over the whatever water that is, but he's got that world in his hands. And he's kind of looking at that world, not out at the horizon. So, what's already here, right? And then the 2 of Cups, which is a companionship of some sort. It could be romantic, it doesn't have to be, but it's definitely a close relationship, right? And then the 3 of Wands, your ship is already, okay, there's a lot going on here. Let's start from the beginning. Thea and I are close. Okay, so this card came up again, and this card came up again, and then we have the Hanged Man. So I feel like, yes, somebody thinks you're close. Are you close? Maybe. Are you in a situation where you feel like you're stuck, but you're not really stuck, and you just kind of need to get yourself out of that situation? Maybe. Okay, creative arts. Is my money good too? You mean your financial situation? Is that looking well? Is that what you mean? Is my money good too? There's a season for everything. And you know what? I'm going to say yeah. So Wheel of Fortune, spinning around, right? You've got everything going on in cycles, in seasons. The Ace of Swords, which speaks of a new way of thinking about things, of a new perspective on it. And the Empress, which is fertility, fecundance. Yeah, I would say your money's looking pretty good. How does that sound? Okay, Gina, when I push, he looks sad, but I have been there before too. I was depressed for days. Yeah, that's kind of what that whole Knight of Swords kind of rushing energy is. Can be very exciting, but not always sustainable, right? Miss C, you're very welcome. I hope that helps. I hope it resonated. Again, if you like what you're hearing, if you want to come back, please hit the like button on the video. Please subscribe, hit the bell if you'd like to be notified when I go live. I would really appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun to do, right? Oh, Gina. I think you have a lot of thinking to do, right? Be careful. He's also younger. That's not always a bad thing, but sometimes younger. Well, I don't know how old you are, so you don't have to tell me. 23 is young. Yeah. So if it's going to become a problem with your employment, I would say stay away from it. If it's not, age really is just a number, right? Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles, which be generous of spirit, give them maybe the benefit of the doubt. I don't think this is financial at this point. It's more just a generosity, it feels like to me. And then we have the devil. Don't get caught up in something that's not going to be good for you. And pay attention to what's right in front of you. So I think this could be exciting, but I don't know if it's what you should be doing, right? Can you get a channel message from Jay? I don't really get involved with messages from people that I don't have permission to read for or from. So if that's what you're talking about, I wouldn't do that, but I would say, is there anything you need to know at this point? I think that's fair. I think that's not breaking any rules, right? Okay. So is there anything Gina needs to know about him? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. He's got a good future ahead of him. The Nine of Pentacles, to me, really speaks of you being comfortable with your surroundings, with your situation, more so than him. But the Seven of Wands speaks a little bit to, he gives you Playboy vibes. So we talked earlier, well, I talked, you typed about, you think maybe there's someone else he's interested in. This does feel like you'd be vying for attention. If he gives you Playboy vibes, you know what? We got to trust our gut, right? So we have the moon, which is a little murkiness. There's a little stuff underneath the surface that maybe you don't know about, that maybe you need to know about, or maybe you don't want to know about, right? If he gives you Playboy vibes, I would say trust your intuition. Because once we learn to trust our intuition, things get pretty clear, right? Whoop. Here's the Death card again. So this just speaks to something big is going to change. There's going to be an end of something. And let's see, is it going to be like the end of the infatuation, or let's see. Okay, so it looks like you're looking for a happy situation, a happy relationship, a kind of, not just a Playboy thing, like making a home, building a relationship. And then here's this Nine of Wands again, which speaks of being hurt, but being willing to be open to trying that again. But the Five of Cups, this to me, this card always says, oh, there's no use crying over spilt milk. But what it also speaks of is to not just focus on the loss, but also as to what is left behind. Don't forget to look at what you still have. And I don't know if that speaks to him or to you, but I think you know. So sometimes it's really fun to have a flirtation, especially one that might not be really good for you, but it's a lot of fun. I think don't miss what's in front of you. Don't miss the signs that are right there. Don't ignore them. And then the Wheel of Fortune, let things play out. Okay, Gina says, I hate falling in love. You know what? I would like to say that If falling in love hurts, it's not the right love. Love shouldn't hurt. Love should make you strong. Love should help you. Love should lift you up. And if it's hurting, I'm losing my words. My tongue is tied today. If it's hurting, maybe that's not the right situation, right? And that injured card keeps coming up. So I think that you have everything you need inside you to create the life that you're looking for. You don't need the young guy from work. You can create your own situation. If you're looking for a relationship, be vocal about it. Tell your friends, tell people you trust, go to places where you might meet someone. And I'm not the kind of person who would tell you that's not in a bar, but that's not the best place to meet mature, well-rounded people over like the age of 25, right? And then take some time for you. Just not worry so much. I think you know. I think you already know. So, what do you think? You think you know? You do. I thought you might. So, but again, it can be fun to have it's a no for him. I agree. You could make it happen if you wanted to, but I don't know. No, I do know that it's not going to be a long-term good thing. We all like the attention. Do not get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a good flirtation. With as long as it's not hurting anybody else, it's great. I love flirting. I think flirting is awesome. As long as it's above board, you're not hurting anybody, you're not, your partner is okay with it. That flirting it's not getting naked with somebody, right? It's attention is good. We all need attention. Who doesn't want to hear, oh, you're so pretty, or you're so smart, or you're so talented? Who doesn't want to hear that? We all do. So, nothing wrong with attention, but don't get caught up in trying to make something with the person who's giving you the attention. That may just be all it is. You fall in love quickly, so flirting is not for you. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. If you've got, your heart on your sleeve and if you're going to get hurt, then you're right. Then totally disregard everything I just said. But still, it's we all like the attention. Don't make that a problem for you. You know what I mean? So, okay. I see we have other people in here, but everybody's being quiet. So, anybody else have any questions? Gina, let me know next couple of weeks. Let me know what happens. You know where I am, right? But I'd like to hear about how it panned out for you. But like we said, Okay, last call. Anybody have any questions or comments, concerns? Okay, so if not, Gina, yeah, sure, go ahead. Ask one more. Of course. How does Tafan feel about me? Tafan. It's an interesting name. Tafan, Tafan. I don't know. Oop. Can't make this up. I cannot make this up. So I think that the person that we're talking about is looking to get away with something, right? Okay, but then we have, so we have the Seven of Swords, which is somebody's trying to get away with something, right? But then we have the Knight of Cups, which is, again, this is the guy who's in love with love. And there's celebration surrounding it. I would say, and then the Page of Pentacles, which is a young person or a young at heart person who is looking or experiencing new topics, new experiences, maybe classes, new financial situations, new income streams. They kind of, okay, so are you in a business partnership with this person? Because it feels like you could be. And to, reap what you sow, harvest. There's this guy again. So be careful with your heart, Gina. I think that Hermit card might be a good place for you to just kind of chill. Right? Not anymore. You're not in a business situation with them. Love, can I get a free reading, please? Sure. Do you have a specific question or just a general kind of reading? Okay. Yeah, Gina, I'm kind of liking the Hermit for you. Sorry. Okay. Love, we have Strength, the High Priestess, and the Four of Wands. Are you having a big moment in your life? I see the Strength card, your inner strength, your compassion has been at the forefront of what you're doing. Then we have the High Priestess, which speaks of our inner knowing, our spirituality, what we know to be true. And then the Four of Wands, which is a party. Okay, love, Raymond, feelings towards me. Okay. Creative Arts, didn't we do your reading? I'm sure we did. Yeah, we did do your reading already. We talked about your finances and... Okay, Raymond's feeling towards love. Well, love the person. Okay. I think Raymond has really good feelings for you. I think that we're looking at a completion, a success, a successful end to a venture, or so far successful. Then we have the Hanged Man, which, are you feeling like maybe you can't commit to this, or is Raymond feeling that they can't commit to this? Because whoever's feeling that, it's a valid thought, but you can work around it. You can get out of that. Maybe a little flexibility, right? And then we have the Star, which is another alchemy card, another magic that we're creating, this magic. So I'm going to say that Raymond has good feelings towards you. Okay. And then we've got the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is more about, not about someone breaking your heart, but you breaking your own heart. Is there something that you've convinced yourself about, that you've overthought, that might be getting in the way of this? Is that affecting what you're able to bring out of the situation? And being careful with your resources. This is kind of a strange thing for there to be about somebody questioning whether how someone feels about you. But I would say that they feel in a kindly way towards you, that they feel good about you. You're approaching. Thinking about what you're putting into it and what you're expecting to get out of it. Being careful with your resources. And that if you do those things, you'll wind up with a happy outcome. Does that resonate for you? Okay, creative arts, am I misunderstanding, or maybe there's two of you? Love says yes, thank you. Okay, I'm glad. So I would say that they feel good towards you and that there might be some gunk that you need to work out of it, right? Okay, Kayla Joseph, hey, what is the latest gossip about me currently? That's a really good question. I feel like, okay, so this flew out of the deck. So I'm thinking somebody is talking about you. Okay, the current gossip about you, that you're working too hard and it's not going to come to fruition the way you think it's going to, that needs to be fair and equitable situations regarding this, and that victory is yours, but at what cost? Who's going to be mad about this, and is it worth it? It seems to me that you are a woman who's in charge of her own passions, or a person with, it's not always a woman, it's someone who has a feminine aspect, receptivity, that you know what it is that you want, you know where it is and how to get it, and maybe some people don't like that, which is unfortunate, but it does happen, right? And just be generous with them. Don't let them get under your skin. And that in the end, you're going to be all that you're about, right? That you're in charge of everything. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is happy, comfortable, inheritance, money, comfortability, right? And then the Fool, which is one of my favorite cards. To start this new adventure, whatever that adventure might be. What do they think of your glow up? Is that what your new adventure is? What do they think of your glow up? They think you're winning. They think that you're making shit happen. And what you need to do is keep your practice fresh, right? Like, make sure you're honing your skills. Make sure that you are taking care of business, including, okay, I'm a little lost. Whatever you think of my glow up, that's what you want, something new, including men. Are you saying, I'm not sure what the question is. What do the men think of your glow up? They think you're a star. Hey. So I couldn't think of a better answer to that question. Right? Keep shining. Screw them. Whatever they think, whatever they're gossiping about, who cares? It's all about you and your glow up. But you're getting it. And people are noticing. People are noticing. Go get it, girl. Right? Hands. You are in charge. Do what you're doing. Enjoy what's coming in from it. Does that resonate? I like this for you. I love it too. Okay, we've got a couple more minutes. Do we have, I see somebody just came in or came back. But Kayla, yeah, you keep doing you. I love that. I love that emoji. That's very cute. Little dance practice, little Saturday Night Fever. Although I don't have my glasses on, so I think that's what it is, but don't trust me. I scratched my glasses really badly and I had to bring them back. And they couldn't fix it, so they had to take them, and I'm not going to get them back until probably tomorrow or Friday. So if that's a Saturday Night Fever thing, I see it. If not, let me know where I went wrong. Okay. Anybody else? And again, if you like what we're doing here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to be notified when we go live. I go live every Wednesday night. It's only been a couple of weeks. I changed it from Fridays after I took the holidays off. But every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, we're here. You want to come play, pull some cards, sling some cards, as they say. Anybody else? Last call? Marie, sure you can have a card. Here's this 5 of Swords again. Somebody getting away with something they shouldn't be getting away with. Or, wait. Your life is stranger than fiction. Okay, let's go with that. Let's see. What does Marie need to know about her stranger than fiction life? Sometimes it gets that way, right? Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. You've got some heavy stuff going on, but it's not here forever. There is a moving forward, but you're going to have to be patient about that. Learn what you need to learn about the situation. Really study what it is that's making your life stranger than fiction. But also know that you have all the tools that you need are already there, right? They're already inside you, ready for you to make it happen. Oh, I'm the bomb. Thank you. You're the bomb too. The magician, yes, is Dick's. You've got it all there. Okay. So we've got the moon and the sun, which almost diametrically opposed, right? So first, the emperor came on, which is tradition, which is what is going on that's traditionally part of your life that maybe you don't want to be anymore. Maybe what's under the surface that's lurking that you need to uncover as bright as you can. What do you think of that? Yes, magician, infinite possibilities. There's how many cards in the deck have the infinity sign? I think 3, right? So yes, infinite possibilities. Absolutely. So does that resonate, Marie? Eight. Yes. Okay, we've got a couple more minutes. If anyone has any last thoughts or... It does resonate. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yay. So this has been a fun one tonight. This has gone really quickly. Leo Sun resonates. Okay, good. Yeah, I love the Sun card. But I love the Moon card too, uncover the mysteries and expose them to the light, and works for me with your life is stranger than fiction. I've been there. I get it. It's a lot. So if that's it, I think we'll call it a night here. And I want to thank everyone who showed up and hanging around with me. This is so much fun, and I'm so happy that you trust me to take a look at what's going on with you. And I really do appreciate it. Again, subscribe, like, hit the bell. I'd really appreciate it. You're very welcome, Marie. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. And I hope to see everyone next week. Thanks so much for coming.